Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 10 minutes past 10 on Monday night. Back with a few for tomorrow in Punchestown. I'm down here with the Langers boy. I'm in Kinsale, County Cork, in a B&B, where I got a nice surprise this evening when I was checking in. I was asked for ID. He knew my name. He knew the company I was on the tour with. And he said, and I thought he was taking the piss. I said, how do you mean ID? I said, I don't have any on me. And he says, well, you need to get something. I said, it's out on the bus. Well, you better go out to the bus. And he said, you know, a bank card on you. I said, I have a bank card, all right. I said, but that's not ID. Well, if your name is on it. I said, it is. So I showed him a debit card with my name on it. So he's happy enough. And he said it's standard practice and it should be everywhere. And I said, you're the first person that asked for ID of me or of any of the clients that I've hauled around the country in the last number of years. And he couldn't believe it. Um, but nice enough chap. But he gave me, and I was in for another hop then. He was telling me the rules and regulations and that I had to listen to them. I said, sure, no, it's the same crack. He said, you have to listen to them. He says, I'm obliged by law to say the following. So I was half listening to him. But I got a bit of a awakener when he said breakfast was from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. And I said, I'm leaving at 8:30. I have to pick up the people they're staying in Acton's Hotel. I said, I'm picking them up at 8:45 and I have to do my walk around check, which takes 10 minutes. And I said, can you do a bit of takeaway for me, coffee to go and a couple of scones, something like that, but don't do anything like that. So Acton's isn't that far away. So what I might do is go down at 20 past. I'm only about a 3 minute walk to the bus. Get the checks done and come back up and get something. If just whatever they have, and 5 minutes will take me over to where I'm going to. He'd be in for a hop when he sees me coming in the morning after making a fuss. We were in Killarney the last couple of nights. Big celebrations last night in Killarney with not Dr. Crokes, Dr. Crokes winning the senior title yesterday. I was in Fallshaw when they came in with the cup. It was packed, great atmosphere. I didn't stay out too late though. Went between the showers. Not too bad today, but just yesterday and the day before was brutal with rain. We done a bit of we done the whole ring of Kerry yesterday, and we went out as far as Glengarriff. We went clockwise on the ring, and where do we have lunch? We had lunch in Kinmere. I didn't have lunch. I had to get a fill of diesel, and parking was a problem. So I was hungry last night. We're on the road at 9 this morning because my breakfast wasn't ready at the 8:15. Breakfast very important. With I was going to put up and I forgot about it this morning. Well, I forgot to do it in time, and then I was late. That Mukad, it was 13-2 last night. He didn't win; he was second. A bit like that Pocklington that ran for us the other day. He had to be short and running. Uh, he wouldn't go past him. He's a pure pig, that fella. He got second, and we got a bad ride. Left too much to do on back in black. Made a few pound on the each way double. The earlier price was 13-2 and 9-2, so that'd be like a 4-1 double. Greek flour and hold up horses. It's awful hard to win with them. When the win is great, but too many hard luck stories. Illinois was a disappointment. I still didn't see that race. I was listening to it all right. One Luck was second. Um, Glen to Glen, bit of a disappointment. I sort of was half listening to that too. And there was one horse as well today. Oh no, I can't think of it. Anyway, I'll get on to tomorrow. We're heading to Kilkenny tomorrow. We have to be in Middleton for first tour at 10 o'clock. So I told them I picked them up at 8:45. I was looking at it this evening, just slow traffic, just 40 or 50 minutes. And like it's only 45 minutes. But anyway, we'll go early. The, the man that's sort of in charge, he's ex-army and everything is on time. It's rush, rush, rush. And and they had a stuff planned for today. I had to cancel Middleton because were in Cove for 3 o'clock, Middleton for 12:15, and the Blarney Castle at 10:30. So you couldn't fit in all three. So I cancelled the one in the middle, or got them to cancel it. I cancelled it for them, postponed till the morning. So we'll get that tomorrow. I might go on to Waterford Crystal and stay in Kilkenny with the Cats tomorrow night. I think they're staying at the Hibernian, and I'm not sure where I'm, and I'm not at the same place. So then the next day I'm finished, Wednesday. I have to drop them in Dublin. I'll be gone. And then I have 2 tours in October, and that'll be it. So it's Listowel next week. So hope the ground dries out for our horse. The plan is to go on the Wednesday, as of now, in a maiden hurl. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what's going to be the plan if it's soft ground. There was a horse there. I missed it. We were on it when it was third in the Uttoxeter. The frog in my throat. We were on it in the Day of Active Diplomacy. It was a good gamble on it that day. Then draw favourite again over hurdles is not near as good. But then in Cartmel the last day in the Cavendish Cup, off 94 favourite. Beat a decent enough field. Like I like the way you're thinking there. And Sherry Uberelis, Shadows in the Sky, Lord Accord, decent nags. Let us see have a bit of it here. Be in the yellow coming around the outside. That's in here. Out here. Hosed up there. Went up into £6. He's gone up to 130. Was that off 124? There seem to be better horses than that. Bumpy Evans having his first run for Kerry Lee. It went up, I think it went up 15 on 12 now. On 12. That's £19 higher than its last run. That's a big hike. First run as well. We don't know when they got it. Ranton was thinking. I prefer that to be 3-2 for Oliver Salisbury. He ran well at the track before. Then we could 5-2, 3-1 now. There's money for the other one. 3-1. In Punchestown, there's a nice fillies handicap, 9 furlongs. Going to go with the top weight, Dancing Teapot, rated 82. Has been higher tried. I wouldn't say highly tried. But it broke its maiden in the Curragh and in Gordon Park. Then they sent it over to the Sandringham. It's only beaten 7 lengths off 84. And it was fourth of 4, but that was a decent. It was an 18,000 race, and the last day that was in the Hurry Harriet, wasn't it? It was sixth, up £2 again for that. It's a decent. That's right. This hard. Um, it's a 13-2 shot, 7-1. Shite. Big fingers. This is awful lively in comparison with the other yoke. 4 places. It's 7-1 shot there each way. It's an open affair. Then we have our buddy Warazam. I think it's too soft for him, and it was 10 furlongs the last day. He'll crop up at some point. Maybe it might be no harm if you doubled him with the other one, Oliver Travels. He's a £7 claimer as well. He's out fast. Looked like he was going to win the other day. Probably traded short and running, but good yielding is better than it was soft the other day from him. I don't think he quite got home. He was done too much too early. There's a nice little handicap here, if you call it nice, 0 to 60. There is a 4-year-old. The trainer hasn't had a winner in Yanks, but Slaney Swagger, Philip Byrne. It's rated 54 now, but if we look back, it's with Jim Bulger. It left him with Alice Haynes at 79. He came back from her 17 and 2 and 3, 19, 17, 3, 20. Nearly a stone and a half lower. And it's it'll win a race at some point, and tomorrow could be the one. I'm hoping. Extra furlong should suit. Where was that Gordon, wasn't it? This is it. The way it travelled into the race, travelled in sweetly, and the bog bank who had first run on it. Keep an eye on it here. So it's closing willingly to the line. Jake Powell takes over claiming 3. There's 2 others they're 3-year-olds. Miss Olivia, that ran well. Miss Americano, they're 2 3-year-olds. Miss Olivia was, when that was second, Miss Americano was 9th. That was the day that a horse fell in the race. Miss Americano went back to last, ran on, handbrake was on at that point. To second the last day. But they're 3-year-olds. They're just going with the one the extra year. Hopefully that'll be anyway. It's Monday night. What are we doing on Monday night? I had a couple of picked out, but I'll sing this one. Here we go. Oh, like a bluebird with his heart removed, lonely as a tree, I've run just as far as I can run. If I ever see the good old days shining in the sun, I'll be doing fine and then some. How long Woman, will you weep? How long, how long? Rock yourself to sleep. I've been doing time in lonesome prison where the sun don't shine. Just outside the Freedom River runs. Out there in that shiny night with bloodhounds on your mind. Don't you know it's the same sad situation? How long, how long? Woman, will you weep? How long, how long? Rock yourself to sleep. Then Joe Walsh comes in with his good solo that we can't do. Hold on now. What did I do there? Everybody feels alright, you know. I heard some poor fool say. Everyone is out there on the loose. Oh, well, I wish I lived in the land of fools. No one knew my name. But what you get is not quite what you choose. How long, how long? Woman, will you weep? How long, how long? Rock yourself to sleep. How long, how long? Muddy water runs so deep. How long, how long? A good night, baby, rock yourself to sleep. Pa, baby, rock yourself to sleep. Oh, geez, a frog in my throat. I should have got the old throat lozenger. Push the bookies over and out.